things that were singing at him. It was
What?
What were they saying? Pep Gilesiola.
Who do you think? You're Superman. You know what I mean? But
all right, everybody, welcome back to another match preview on the channel. This one is for tomorrow night's game down at Carrow Road. It's a late one, Norwich versus Sunderland. Things to look out for in this video. We're going to be talking about obviously the West Brom game, the Norwich game, and finally someone's won the shirt.
well, someone's going to.
Someone's gone. Hey, there's 4 years in a hat.
I was going to say there's 4 people who've got the score right, so they'll be going in a hat, and me and Paul will be pulling it. Pulling it? Yeah, pulling the name out of the hat tomorrow.
First things first, Stephen.
What?
What you missed? What I always miss.
I didn't say this.
I started to you have to do this bit.
Hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I hate doing that.
Oh, I'll take it on, mate. Cringy's out. But anyway, if you did it, they didn't do it. Simple
No,
as
exactly,
that.
aye.
So then, do you want to strike things off, mate? It's a bit windy down here, like.
Yes, it is indeed. But I've got a hoodie on, so I'm not too bad. But yes, West Brom on Saturday, early kick-off down at the Hawthorns, that's the one. Obviously, Paul was doing the live stream by himself because I went to play football. The early kick-off, Sky done his own.
We didn't have any problems, by the way, on the live stream. Everything went perfect.
So,
as
I
always.
wouldn't expect anything else. But yes, 1-0 win down there. It wasn't pretty.
Wasn't like.
It was. I think what it was. I've got West Brom mates from the army, right? And I was speaking to them after the game. Oh, you were lucky. You were lucky. I said I wouldn't say we were lucky. We just got the job done. We weren't great. We weren't, we weren't the better team or anything. But it's games like that where you go there with a plan and you get it done. Our game management, and our defending was fantastic on Saturday.
That's the thing, mate. We've got to start instilling a bit of confidence in the team. If it's coming from the fans or performances, regardless, we need that confidence. I think it is something to build on. Now the club themselves are being tweaking momentum, and now performances like that, it does create a little bit of momentum, especially going into these important games coming up.
West Brom probably were the better team overall. If you look at it, you know what I mean, like possession-wise and what they were trying to do. But our defence, but Pato had a great game, and O'Neill and Meps, they were throwing their bodies on the line, just blocking shots left, right, and centre. And it's things like that. I think that just shows the will and the fight that's still in the team.
Hume, as much, the amount of praise what he should be getting is loads, really. Basically, you know what I mean? It was outstanding.
I'm not going to blow smoke up his ass about the goal, right?
Trey Hume with the delivery, he's gone for it, you know.
No.
It was a well-hit free kick, but it was one of them free kicks where I love it when he did exactly what you meant to do. Whipped it in at the back post. It was a hell of a cross in, so anyone could have met it in the air. But then again, it's one of them where if anyone misses it, it goes in.
The thing is, for me, mate, I think the keeper was stuck in two minds. Should I come for it? Should I not? Is it a cross? Is it a shot? And it was bad goalkeeping as well.
Shocking goalkeeping. But apparently he went and admitted to Tony Mowbray and held his hands up and apologised. That was my fault. Because what he did was when he dived for it and he went to punch it. If he had an open hand, he would have saved it.
He did get a touch to it, didn't he?
But yeah,
briefly.
Because he punched it. He went to punch it. I don't know why you're diving like that. Who do you think? You're Superman. You know what I mean? But if he had an open hand, he would have saved it. Trey Hume now 7 goal contributions in his last 12 games.
Wow. But that's the thing, mate, I want to praise the defence like you were just talking about earlier. I thought Metman was cool, composed, especially with that little, I wouldn't say so much onslaught, but all that pressure West Brom were giving us in the second half where we were just sitting off and we soaked it up really well. Where against Millwall at the Stadium of Light, I thought we need a second. Where against West Brom, I didn't feel as if they were going to score. And you know, when we were doing our preview, and I said they were toothless in front of goal. Yeah. Well, I was right.
Well, no, they weren't. They've struggled since Magic got injured to be putting the ball in the back of the net. Adam Armstrong was trying his best. But yet again, the Geordie bastard couldn't do it out. But yes, I mean, look, like I said, they did have a few chances where they should have done better. They had that header, which he was unchallenged pretty much, and he put it out. But look,
Patterson made some good saves.
Patterson did make some good saves. And let's say the blocks, which we've already mentioned, were tremendous. And let's say the game management, it was well done for a change because we have lacked some game management discipline, if you will, in previous games throughout the season where it's cost us vital points at the end of the day.
As well and all, mate. But look, Reggie made them early in this game, 67 minutes he made them.
But also we were forced into one substitution, which it's not ideal, especially if that's what they think it's his hamstring again, which means last time he was out for 68 weeks. If it does that this time, he'll miss the playoffs.
Oh no, I'm gutted for the
lad. By the way, we're talking about Romain Mundell for those who don't know.
Well, that comes into a little bit dilemma. I've seen a few fans saying aye and a few fans saying no. This is where I'm going to put it. He is what he is, reckon. Should we use Tommy Watson? Now, I've seen a lot of fans saying no because he doesn't want to be here, which I get that point. But for me, it's too important, not he. It's bigger than just a player wanting to leave.
He's a Sunderland player. Yes, he'll not be next season, but he is now. He's a left winger. Me personally, we'll get to Sunderland later on, but I think my ender was brilliant when he came on the left. He won the free kick.
You know what he's going to do though? He's going to put Lafay there, isn't he? But then again, in his press conference today, mate, I don't know if you've seen it.
I've seen some of it.
He was saying about Lafay that he still wants to integrate him in still, and that there's opportunities for him. So that leads me to think that he's going to play Mienda.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Mienda was brilliant when he came on.
He was, wasn't he?
He's just got the ability just to sail past players. And like I say, he got brought down for the free kick where we inevitably got a goal. And then just before half time as well, he did a lovely bit of footwork and a spin, which he went into the box where we were lucky not to get a second.
Did you see his physicality though when he was using again?
Exactly, yeah.
He just brushing players off left, right and centre. But I will get on to Sunderland in a minute. Before we get on to Norwich, do us a favour, go and follow Tyneham With Your Garage Doors. He's on Facebook, he's our sponsor, and he's just been absolutely class really for us, hasn't he?
He is indeed. And he bought us a pint in the stack on Saturday.
So Stephen,
he's a top guy, Paul, he really is.
Cheers, Paul, mate. Now then, Norwich, Stephen, obviously, they're sort of lingering mid-table down in 11th. Can they really make a push for the top 6 with 8 points to claw back? I didn't know with the form of Coventry, Middlesbrough and Bristol City.
Wait, the form of Norwich is what they've got to worry about.
They have.
They've only won one in the last 6 games. You know what I mean? And I don't understand, because I was looking at the players, obviously, as we do before we do these things.
Aye.
And the players they've got and the stats that individual players have got. But Josh Sargent, one of the best strikers in the league, if not the best. He's on 14 goals and 5 assists. Borges Sainz, 17 goals and 4 assists. But I don't believe he's actually scored since November.
He has. He scored, He has.
All right, well, I'm waffling shit. Then you've got, God knows how the pronunciation is, Antti Kurnak. He's got 7 goals and 4 assists. All right, Callum Doyle. We all know he played for us for a season. He's got 1 goal, but he's got 7 assists. Centre half with 7 assists.
That's outstanding.
Emiliano Mercandes, or Mark, whatever. Emiliano, him. He's got 4 goals and 6 assists. The stats on their players: Sargent and Borges Sainz, they're first and third in the league's top goal scorers. It's absolutely
right back. You didn't mention there, Jack Stacey. He's also got 5 assists.
But see, I mean, they are capable of scoring. I mean, they've scored 62 this season, conceded 56, which is a goal difference of.
Oh, you mumbled it there. I was trying to think. No, I'm going to get you back for that.
You've only got 5 games left after this one to get it right. But they've won 13, drew 13 and lost 14. They've been very, very hit and miss and inconsistent. Yeah. So Norwich fans, if any of you are watching this, put in the comments, please, what do you think's going wrong? Why with stats like that from your players, and the way that you can score goals freely?
I'll tell you what it is, mate.
Why are you sitting mid-table instead of actually up there where we're in the mixing bowl for the playoffs?
They've scored the 2nd most goals in the league. Yeah. Only Leeds has been better than them, but they've also conceded the 6th most. So that's probably where you're looking at where they're going wrong. They're leaking too many goals. They've got Shane Duffy, who is 33. He's been around the block a bit. Yeah. And I think that's, and also the goalkeeper didn't have.
I thought Shane Duffy was a member of Boys One. Never mind.
Might be. But the goalkeeper for Plymouth's 2nd goal, he didn't shine his selling glory like me. He could have done better. His positioning. Yeah. So I think it's simply down to the defence where they're struggling. They're linking too many. Scoring, listen up front, Sargent, just since the 11th of January, he scored 9 goals since he came back from injury.
Well, we've mentioned him for the last few years.
I love him, mate. I love to sign him, mate.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. He looks like he's part of the Weasley family of Harry Potter, but he knows where the back of the net is. He really does.
He's really good.
And from the US of A.
He scored against Plymouth and he also scored against West Brom. The game about West Brom, when they played worse, I thought West Brom, similar to our game, mate, where you would see a West Brom maybe edged it possession-wise, but it was exactly the same. Carbon copy game. They couldn't score love for money, and they got punished, and we punished them. So, but then again, I thought when Norwich were gone on to batter Plymouth, and they didn't. They got beat 2-1.
Well, yeah, I mean, they got beat off Bristol City. They drew with Blackburn, who's having a torrid time at the minute. And there's something not right. I mean, like I said, they're very capable of scoring. For me, it's just the inconsistency. It's like the mint at one end and crap at the other, and it's.
Well, I kind of say the on-field battle against Saints and Mepham after he spat on him, the little rat.
Yeah, I know. I was going to mention that. The last time we played them, obviously, that was when he got his 8-game ban because he spat at Mepham. I mean, also before we even did that incident, the way he was behaving on the pitch was absolutely embarrassing. He was throwing himself about and rolling around like he'd been shot by a sniper, and he'd done that about 8 or 9 times.
He did it well, manager.
So the fans, he did.
Yeah, he did.
The fans were booing him like mad, and then obviously he did that incident, which we didn't know about until was it a few days after, when obviously it got reported on, and then he got his suspension. So he'll probably get a good reception off the travelling fans tomorrow night.
But it wasn't just us. Numerous fans from all over the country, different clubs, were commenting on our video saying he was like that at our ground, he was like that at our ground. He's a really good player, mate. He is. Obviously, look at his stats. But he needs to cut that all that diving out.
It's
childishness,
it's cheating.
It is.
We've got someone who does it, and we all know who he is. Not on that level, by the way, but he goes down far too easy and he waves his hands around. That's it. He said, "Oh, we're in the championship now," and he throws himself down too easy.
Do you think?
Oh, yes, he does. Wilson, I know you're watching.
No.
Stop going down so easy, will you?
No, mate,
You're fast enough to get away from them, and you didn't need to throw yourself down.
Well, funnily enough, I should say that, mate. I mentioned on the live stream, Wilson, I haven't seen him at a turn of pace because of the way we've been playing. But against West Brom, once or twice we saw that, and he was away. And I would love to see that more, where he can get a good run at the defence.
But the reason I haven't seen it is because we haven't had anyone feeding in them killer balls.
No, we haven't.
I think Lafay had been on the pitch for a couple of minutes, and he got the ball on the half turn and played it through a gap, and Wilson he nearly got through onto it. I was like, what a pass that was.
It was, mate. It was outstanding. So then that moves us on nicely to Sunderland.
So we've already briefly touched on, obviously, no Mundo's injured. Line-up wise, I'll just go straight into it. I think it'll be the same line-up, but Mayendo on the left instead of Mundo. And I think he'll bring Lafay on in the second half. Well, just go by what he said in his press conference.
Momentum is what we need today. I mentioned early on in this video, that's what we need. And I feel as if them 2 performances from Millwall to the West Brom were getting better. It's starting to get better. Defensively, we were class against West Brom.
It's the game management for me.
It is.
It's the game management. That's what's improving the most. Because there's so many times where we've threw it away. When we've only had that 1 goal cushion, we've threw it away. But now, the last couple of games, the game management's been brilliant, and we've ground out the result which was required.
That's the thing, mate. And another thing, what could be another dilemma for Reggie, Leo Yelder. Now, we haven't lost a game when he's featured. So with him coming back, are you going to put humour with that side and bring Yelder in?
Oh, but Brown went off injured as well, didn't he? Brown never went off. No, he did. No,
he got a yellow card.
He took a knock in the first half, played on, but then he did get subbed for Yelder in the second half when Hume went to the right.
So I was getting called, what were they saying, Pep Giles-Iola? I was getting called basically to match my name with a load of managers, because I said in the game before it happened, I went, what I would do is bring on Yelder, tack Brown off and switch them back over. Literally a couple of minutes later it happened, so they were all doing that. I was buzzing really.
I said to someone similar in the Cambridge, but I got one of the, I said Brown for Yelder, because I seen him take the knock in the first half. But then I thought he would take Rig off for Lafay, but he never took Roberts.
You're not going to believe it. That's exactly what I said on the stream.
Well, there you go.
That's right out. Hey, great minds think alike,
isn't it? One thing I want to do, which I want to give an appreciation shout out to Anthony Patterson. He kept 2 clean sheets in a row, and that clean sheet on Saturday was his 50th clean sheet in Sunderland. So well done, Pato.
And that's the thing and all. I think he's been coming under some heavy criticism from his own fans as well. There's certain things that were singing at him. It was
what?
No, not us. we wouldn't.
No, 50 clean sheets. It's
well done, mate.
That's a great achievement. So well done.
And he put in a good performance.
And long may it continue. Score predictions in.
It is, isn't it?
I'll go first on this one.
Because I went on the last. Yeah.
I'm going to say my regular one that I haven't been able to say because Paul's pinched it the last few times. I'm going to say Sunderland 3-1.
Sunderland 3-1.
Forest, I don't know why I'm talking about them. Not even in the same league. Norwich are very capable of scoring goals, and I think with the firepower they've got, I think they are going to get one. But I'm hoping that we take advantage of their, shall we say, weak defence. Well, not weak, but you know what I mean.
Aye, it's conceded a lot of goals.
Yeah.
Well, with Stephen, I don't know what glue he's been sniffing, because when was the last time we scored 3 goals? Was it Swansea? Swansea. Right. So I cannot say that happening. I can't say it's conceding because of the firepower they have got up front, but they are susceptible to conceding. So I'm going to go 2-1. 2-1.
I've only said 1 goal different to what you said.
Yeah, Alexander Nelson was saying when you were talking about semis and this,
No,
that,
I've
and the
seen
other.
it. I've seen it. Alex, you need to take your mind off the gutter. You really, really do. You know what I mean? But my semi-final is this Saturday at Thompson
Oh,
Park.
here we
At
go.
Thompson Park, if you want to come along.
I got along
No,
and take
no.
the piss out of them.
Or help us celebrate on the goals.
Aye, but that's about it. Come join us on the live stream tomorrow. Stephen will be there.
I will be there, yes, and then I'm heading straight to night shift afterwards. So Sunderland, you better send us into work happy.
And also we'll be picking the live stream winner out of the hat thing.
My God, what he meant to say there was, we'll be picking out the winning name for the shirt. Bloody hell.
It's too cold down here, man. I've got hypothermia. Take the thumbs up.
And subscribe if you're new. And we're the lads.